notice on that.
You got one with you? You got one with you?
I think. Nah, it's in my other bag.
Yeah, I just do it right
Hey, so
We live?
Yeah, we live, bro.
Yeah, you might as well go on.
Yeah.
all right, and we're gonna keep everything mellow as far as our voice. All right, I'll keep it out. Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, we'd like to start off by giving out honey glory to
Yahweh,
by
Hashem,
Yahushua,
by Hashem, Kadosh.
We also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Well, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness at the house of David the elect. All right, today, there's a major event downtown. The streets are blocked off. All right, we'll probably get, if we were to go somewhere else downtown, our voice will get over bombarded by the noise of the parade, because that's what's going on. So through the spirit, we're just in the brothers abode, man. All right, but we out here in here. All right, one week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of a bow, man. All right, and it's a week for us in the spirit, because we had a homework assignment to read what the prayer of Azarias, all right, the three holy children, and the Bell and the Dragon, the story of Susanna. Right. And one thing that struck me by Susanna, like Yahushua, because I was reading, the Yahushua's last hour, the Garden of Gethsemane. All right, Susanna was falsely accused. All right, she was falsely accused, and she was falsely accused by two old men. And in the spirit, I looked at that as a 2/3. All right, because Yahushua was falsely accused by the Pharisees, man. And he was falsely accused by his own people, and they called him what? The deceiver. All right. So Susanna spiritually is like the body, man, the 1/3, and who's gonna be put on Front Street, be put on trial. All right. And just like Susanna, we're gonna get delivered, man. All right. But we also spiritually, if you look at it in the spirit, we represent Susanna, man.
And then Yahushua will be Daniel.
Yep, Yahushua would be Daniel. Susanna was faithful to her husband. All right. But yeah, Yahushua is going to deliver us, man. All right. So we're in that time of prophecy. All right. And we're in that time of being persecuted. And we're in that time of being delivered. So that's why the spirit, because it's not the apostles, it's the spirit that's speaking through the apostles for all the brothers to come forth and plow, man. All right. You got it, brother.
It's St. John 15:18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yep.
If you were of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
All right. Yahushua have chosen us out of the world. He's chosen us out of black culture, out of Northern Kingdom culture, all right, out of American culture. Now we're moving against the matrix. And because we're moving against the matrix is against us. Manifested in our family looking at us different, your friends, all right, people you meet in this world. All right, but ultimately it's about what you stand for. When you confess what you stand for, the world hated you, man. So just like Susanna, all right, an accusation is going to be brought upon us, man. All right, and we're going to be brought on trial. All right. As it says, some of you shall be put to death. Okay. All right. But ultimately, done your Allah, right? Yahushua will deliver us. Okay. Just like on the three holy children, Yahushua will deliver us, man. How in the world can you be lazy in this truth when you dependent on Yahushua to save you, man? Like, we're putting in the premiums. We're paying the premiums. So hopefully big brother will deliver us, man.
And it's the fourth quarter.
I don't know too much about sports, but I know you go the hardest the fourth quarter. Right. I know that much.
I have a question for you, bro.
You got to preach, Lamar.
No, that was it.
Because you were speaking on Susanna. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, starting at verse 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but they that deal truly are his delight.
There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall fall into mischief, right? Now, going back to the three holy children, all right, they were in the midst of the fire, right? Didn't the men who set up the fire fall into the pit?
Yep.
Did the scriptures not say that the wicked fall into a snare that they set for the others? Roughly paraphrasing. So, just like the missiles, it's really a snare for the wicked, man. But even, all right, the things they have prepared for us is going to, the judgment they have prepared for us on the left-hand side, it is going to backfire on them, man.
Precept, bro.
All right?
A prayer of Azariah 1:20-26. But the angel of the Lord came down into the oven together with Azarias and his fellows and smote the flame of the fire out of the oven.
Yep. Smoke the flame out of the fire. All right, but in this case, that fire is going to be thermonuclear destruction. And we're going to be delivered by that angel Yahushua. Then on the more minimum level, brothers going to get visited in the concentration camps, man. See, this ain't just about culturally being Israelites, confidently saying you don't eat pork. Where's your fringes? No, we're coming into the time of the three holy children. We're coming into the time of Baal and the dragon. We're coming to the time of the second book of Maccabees, the 7th chapter. That's why the captain keep reiterating, this is serious. This ain't just a bros thing, man. Brother, you got all the energy to feed the flesh. When it comes to putting in the work, it's an excuse.
I got one more for you.
All right.
And this is a prayer of Azariah 1:1. And they walked in the midst of the fire, praising the Most High and blessing the Lord.
They walked in the midst of the fire. Did you want to expound on that?
Yeah, bro, because basically at the end of the day, you know, you still have to have that faith when you're going through the atrocities, the tribulations, and things of that nature. So you have to still keep your mind and know that Yahweh Shem Ashah is gonna make a doorway out of hell and an exit route out of hell. You know, so whatever we go through, we still just gotta focus on Yahweh Shem Ashah providing protection and an exit route.
Yep. All right, go ahead.
Psalm 91:3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the faller and from the noisome pit.
See, we've seen the AI pictures, right?
Yeah.
Jake with the walking in the time of Jake was trouble. Jake in the room reading the Bible while the guns at him.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be those Jakes. And it's easier said than done. We're in a state of normalcy right now. We're in a warm apartment, the ceiling fan blowing, the electricity working. But what happens when you don't have a warm apartment and the ceiling fan blowing and electricity, and you're on the news as being responsible for the next attack that happened?
Right.
Real, bro.
So we got to get out of that. Because if you've been in this truth 10 years, it's easy to kind of have a culture about this thing. And you just kind of go with the flow. But the Most High shaking us out of that, man. He put us back in the spirit we were first in when we first came in, which is really a warlike spirit. You know? So we're back in that spirit, man.
Yeah. Priest Ayashimaka made a point when we was on the line Sunday, you know, because, you know, Spirit been on, brothers, to get into these different dystopian-like films. You know, brother said, like, you know, those films are like trailers pretty much, like for what's really getting ready to happen with us. You know?
That's right.
Going to a new norm, you know, because you have to think, when you look overseas, how long has it been normalized for bombs to just go off airstrikes? Like, that's normal in Syria, you know, and you still got people that still hanging out on rooftops in Syria, you know, so we enter into a time where we can see a new norm in America, man, to where, you know, what they call shock events can just be a thing of normal, because mass shootings has already been normalized. You know, people, hey, they shrugged that now. You remember that first school shooting with Luke Wood? Back in the state stopped.
Nationwide.
You know, but now they shrug at mass shootings. That's a normal thing. So it's only all right fitting that this thing go to the next level with these shock events, man. And Al Qaeda and ISIS is a normal thing, you know. And then eventually they're gonna link us to it. Like the Elder getting into.
Because the early 2000s on back was a different world. When you watch movies from the 90s and the early 2000s, you kind of get a sense of nostalgia. In a sense, like, man, that was a different reality ago.
Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. Pre-C. It was pre-9/11, pre-C. It was a different reality ago, man. It's a different America. but they frog souped us. So it didn't happen overnight. It's been gradualized into this state that we're in right now. That's how using your phone to buy. I thought you would use your phone to buy a product.
Right.
Digital scanner.
Right.
You know? All right, you had a piece of it holding up.
I got a couple.
Come on, bro.
Shot. All right, first one, just backing off of what the elder Abai had brought out. This is the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 43, and verse 2. Begin at verse 1, just so we can let Christians know who it's talking about. But now thus saith Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee.
And that correlates with what literally happened in the account of the three holy children.
Yep.
So walking through the fire.
Yeah, so you can apply it, literally.
Yep.
For those of our foreparents that it happened to, and also spiritually for what to go through.
Hey, because what is it saying? Sirach, hold that real quick before you get your precept. Sirach 2 and 5. And then you, because your Yahweh Shai was with them, right? Well, it shows you Yahweh Shai is with us as we go through the fire.
Yeah.
Like we're watched. It's like he's scoring us in our behavior when we're afflicted.
I got a build up for you.
Let's go, bro.
And this is Zechariah 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire.
And that represents the three holy children, three holy sons. The third part, man. All right, and then 1/3 is the third part. The 1/3, man.
That's right.
All right.
And will refine them as silver is refined.
Yep.
And will try them as gold is tried.
Because what does it mean to try something?
Test.
You test it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because you have to test the integrity of it.
Right.
Before we put this on the shelf and market it, before Yahweh Shai send us to the Most High, say, here, Abba, we gotta get tried. And you try something through the fire.
Which a synonym is to prove.
To prove.
And since you said that, bro, hey, Isaiah 20 and 16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believes shall not make haste.
He that believes shall not make haste. So, a tried stone, right?
That's right.
Yahweh Shai was tried.
That's right.
That's what we was reading the account leading to his crucifixion. That was something being tried, man.
And he had the power.
Yeah.
Like he showed great restraint. And that was the lesson in the life of Yahweh Shai. It wasn't to try to keep the law perfect as he did, but was to show restraint and overcome the flesh and Rome. It was the tryout. Because remember, he failed as King Solomon. He failed as Adam. But Yahweh Shai, he showed complete obedience in every circumstance, man. Yeah. And this is what we gonna have to go through, even knowing that he was finna be tortured to death, man. You see? So even in sports and basketball, what do you got? A tryout. Football's a tryout. Because everybody wanna, get the highlight one-hand catch. Want to put on an outfit and look cute. And when coach come out there with no football and say, we just running today, there's a lot of people will leave. Like when I used to play football, be a big crowd out there, 80, 90 people. But when coach come out there, because it look good, do the drills and catch the ball. But then when he come out there with no football and say, we just running bleachers today, their number cut in half. Then the day after, 10, 12 more leave. Then by the time you get through with that week, then you got your team. And that's what the Lord finna do in these times. He finna try out. We finna see everybody want to be cute Israelites now, trending.
TikTok
video. Yeah, head wraps and big turbans and armbands. We gonna see when you gotta be outside for 3-4 days in 20-degree weather, man.
Yeah, this is the game day right now, man.
Yeah, the Lord finna try every spirit out, man.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
Because it's easy, man, when you just, doing videos and things of that nature. You are really by yourself, when you're in the midst of Jacob's trouble, when you ain't talked to a brother in weeks, when you ain't had nothing for days,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? When everybody has abandoned you, when you're moving from house to house and things of that nature, that's when it counts. You know what I'm saying? Integrity goes into your innocence, and just harping back on Yahweh Shah. So from 12 through the age of 33, he defeated sin in the flesh. Hence that term tried, which means what? Proof of stability. And all the Ratazal, we have that same spirit to pass our test, because we're all about to be tested. You know?
The Lord is about to bring a true reality check, man. Where people gonna have to understand that this is the real world, man. The Heavenly Father is about to unplug everybody from the matrix, man, and give them a reality check. Because you got a lot of men who call themselves being in this truth, but they like in the matrix Cypher, man. Cypher wanted to be back in the matrix. He didn't want to know what was going on in the real world. So they kind of dibbing and dabbing. They're going in and out. But that's because they're not truly rooted, man. But when the Lord finally unplugs everybody, man, and they just see reality for what it's worth, and that like good times are gone for good, it's gonna be too late.
And you're going to have so-called brothers that will take that chill.
Yep.
Hey, that's why it says in 1 John 2 and what's that, 15? Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So the times that we've been in this truth, those to purge you out of the world spiritually.
Right.
Just to make you lose your appetite for Babylon.
That's right, bro.
And it's going to say not to get caught up into the dainties, the king's dainties, man. So we should have been detoxed from the dainty lifestyle of Babylon, man. All right? The brother had a
I
precept.
think it's a point called for
Yeah,
one,
so
too.
2 and 5.
Say it again.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity."
There goes that furnace of adversity. And this is figuratively speaking. All right. And what we're going through is the furnace of adversity. All right. But just how the angel was there with the 3 holy children, Yahweh Shai is there with us. All right. He's there with us, watching us, guiding us, showing us signs. You might see 444 pass you. You might see 144. Or you just had a spirit on you to read. Because you was going into a lesson, going into seeing is not believing. So to that effect. And you don't always need to see signs. You shouldn't always rely on signs, because this right here is a sign. Just our faith being built up. The sign is like an additive. You know?
But that's Yahweh Shai talking to you.
Yeah, that's right. Come.
You know, they're reading this, you know, they're one-on-one with Yahweh Shai. And every time you read, you know, you're reading something that's dealing with what you're going through real time. You know, and that's Yahweh Shai with us in the fire, man.
Book.
Yeah,
Spirit.
the volume of the book. You know, you got
Come, your pop. All right. You can read that again, brother, then you get your precept, bro. Okay. Cause I go ahead.
Okay, this is the gospel according to St. Matthew. The gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 18. And ye should be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them.
Because was not Susanna brought against the governors?
That's right.
Or the elders?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Because her innocence was challenged, man. Her integrity had been challenged, man.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to make a choice.
Right.
She said, if I consent, I transgress against the Most High.
Right.
But if I don't do this thing, I die.
So let me fall in y'all hands.
She said, it's better I fall into y'all hands.
Kill me.
Hey, that was manly strength, man.
Right.
Can you believe that? That was manly
And
strength.
I'm gonna say that, and for her to have that so-called manly strength, that was the Holy Spirit on her.
Yeah.
That's not feminine nature, right
It's not
there.
feminine nature.
That's the Holy Spirit on her. You know, just going when you think about the mother of the 7 sons, right? How was she able to contain her womanish thoughts
She had
with
the
a
Spirit
manly
on her.
stomach? She had the Holy Spirit on her, which again is masculine energy.
Yeah, because you know, the mother, if they seen that though, see her children get killed like that, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of them would probably first one probably checked out. But you seen all 7 get slain like that,
Yeah.
man. And you know that's hard, you know, especially for a woman see, especially them your kids, and nobody wants to see your kid get hurt though. And the Lord put her through that though. When she went through that, bro, she got her along like a man. But that look, she did some a lot of men ain't never done in their life.
And why was she able to do that? That's a token to the type of husband she had.
Yeah.
You know, it show you what type of husband she had for her to be like that and them 7 sons to be like that. And that's why it's important for women to be around men of that caliber, man. You know, she was built for them times, so they'll let you know what type of husband she had, man. Even going back to Susanna, like what woman would rather die and commit adultery on their husband? What woman alive today? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's tough. When I read that, I was like, God damn.
She was Judah.
God damn.
Hey, but I lost my train of thought. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, that was it, bro.
No, go. You had a scripture you had.
Yeah, just
Oh, yeah.
precepts in Matthew 10 and 28, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not to kill the spirit.
See, this is what we're being groomed to right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is spirit we had to be in when we first came into the truth. The spirit had us in. But now it's getting back to that for sure. Being ready to be offered. You know? All right?
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both the soul and body in hell.
Yep. All right, what is your how about Hashem side?
Can I match them real fast?
Yep.
Ecclesiasticus 1:13. Whoso fears the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death.
Yep. So that's that's what I was thinking. Cause you was like, hey, the man, his vibration got put on the woman. And you know, like on this side, Eve sound like a street dude, she talk like a street dude. Cause the 2/3 put his vibration on our women. But in the ancient world, a righteous man put his vibration on a woman.
What they call it, imprint.
Imprint. The imprint, man.
Hey, can I say this too? And the different now, them and now, they knew why they going through situation. They knew like I done this, so the Lord gonna be like what's the book we reading? Like he said, Lord deal with me according to His mercy, whatever.
That's right.
That's right. Like he gonna deal me according to. Now, I ain't do nothing. Why the Lord doing this? But back then, they knew, especially them 7 brothers.
Accountability.
Yeah, they knew like, man, we sin, we past life. Lord gonna judge us for my past life. So they knew that though. They, oh hell no, I ain't do nothing wrong. Oh no, why would Lord do? Lord won't do that.
What was God when?
Yeah. So back then, like she knew.
Yeah.
Like she knew the situation. Like that's what I'm trying to say, bro. That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Well, every member of the elect, whether men or women, are being built up to a certain level of faith. To be able to withstand whatever's put in front of them.
Because certain things you can go. As a matter of fact, before I continue, bring out your precept, bro.
Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, starting at verse 24. Then said Yahushua to his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
Hey, that's the first phase. That's the first phase of death. We killed our Tyrone in Babylon. We killed our archetype. We killed the character that we could have played here in America. We could have all got that taper fade. Some of us could have threw them dreadlocks out, got them tattoos, went to the music industry, went into the professional sports league.
The Hellcat.
Drove that Hellcat. All right, we could have been in the corporate America. We could have went into the military. Could have worked offshores. Most of us in here could have easily made 6 figures. Not saying if you don't. Not saying if you do make that, you going up, but you get the point I'm making.
Right.
So, hey, read that again, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahushua to his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself
Can I
and
make a
take
point
up his
of point?
cross.
And another way you can deny yourself too is basically when that brother call and you don't feel like picking up the phone.
Yeah.
When that brother need that ride, you don't feel like going.
Yeah.
When that brother need that money, you give him your last. You know what I'm saying?
Because that was your house side.
Yeah.
We already made us. This is the sacrifice now.
Mhm.
It's the first phase sacrifice. Because that's how should I say, when I was hungry, you fed me.
Yeah.
When I was in prison, you bailed me out.
Mhm.
All right, that was your house side.
Mhm.
When you helped the brother out. So those are the brothers that he gonna come back and deliver. All right, we're being tested, man. Like you see these lions all over the poster. It's like a lion is watching you, man. But when you leave the house, a lion is watching you. That lion is your house side, man. All right.
Verse 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my name's sake, for my sake shall find it.
So the first token of a brother that's willing to get unalive for the Most High is a brother that was unalive culturally in Babylon for the Most High. Because what does it say in Colossians the 3rd chapter? For ye are dead, and your life is here with your house side. Well, it doesn't mean literally dead. It means that you put your life on hold to live with your house side in the kingdom. So that was the first offering right there. You know? So if you could give up the culture of Babylon, if you could give up the pleasures of the Roman Empire, all right, it's easier to give up this thing when a brother said the matrix gets unplugged, man. When they turn off the matrix, you were already unplugged. Hey, apostles like, hey, apostles, they got us not going out through the spirit. Because why wait to jump in the woods? We could just jump in the woods. But that's it, bro. That's all I got.
Hey, if I can say, because it say, for whosoever will, save his life shall lose it. And that's going to be, the ones who's going to take their Quran, man. They're going to be seeking to have some comfort, some sense of normalcy, being able to get things, necessities. So they're going to, take their Quran to save their life. But, when you read Revelation 14 chapter, it goes into that wrath that the Lord is going to those who take that mark, man. So if you're seeking to save your life and you think you're getting that Quran, man, you're going to be able to live comfortably again. You're wrong, man, because the Lord has a judgment for those who take that mark, man.
Come on, say still though. If you do take it though, that's you get your legacy or
Your allegiance to
Allegiance.
yeah to Esau basically.
Yeah.
That's what you really did though. You gave your power, your will to him, and Lord don't like the first Exodus, first commandment. Don't have other God before me.
Right.
And basically, when you do that, you put anybody before you, how about shine? That's a problem, regardless.
Yeah.
And that's one thing he hate. And that's the reason we in captivity, because we saw several other guys start bullshitting. Be real, we start bullshitting. So some of the guys, this and this, and that's why we in the predicament we in now.
In the first place.
That's the whole thing about it. And that's one thing he hate. Don't put no other guy before him.
Right.
All right.
And then after you receive it, you're gonna feel like Judas.
Yep.
As soon as you get it, you're gonna feel like Judas because you knew the truth and you still betrayed Yahushua.
You supposed to holler out like Susanna.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
She cried out.
And there was a life decision she made.
Yeah.
She had in her connotation, she knew, she was very well aware. There wasn't like a reflexive scream.
No.
She had to make a decision.
Yep.
If I go through with this, I transgress against Yahweh Bashma Shai. But if I don't go through with this,
I could die.
I could die.
Mm-hmm.
So then she screamed.
Right.
Yeah.
And that shows you that the Apocrypha is part of the scripture.
Yeah.
Because that goes back to the law, her
Yeah,
screaming like that.
Yeah.
That the rape.
That's right. That's right. Come on, man.
Great. I mean.
Hey, man, that's the zeal I want to have, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been thinking of the last few days, how serious this thing is, how you can kind of get lax, man, and you wake back up, man. Bro, this is the only thing that you want to fight for, man.
Yeah.
This is the thing you want to live for, man.
Yeah. And you see it through the spirit. We already that woman crying out, sign of crying.
Yeah.
All the abominations done in the midst of
That's
her.
right.
So Lord willing, we're gonna be that same women that cry out when Esau tried to introduce the MOTB system. And that's the ultimate way of selling your soul by bowing down to this MOTB system.
You fully letting this man penetrate you, man.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the ultimate adultery, getting that seed.
Right.
Because because the scripture also goes into if a man entice a maid.
Yep.
See, right now he's enticing,
Mm-hmm.
even with black culture, even with just the world,
The American dream.
the American
Yeah,
dream.
yeah.
He's enticing a maid.
Yeah.
But then that actual act has to take place.
Mm-hmm.
So now that actual act is going to take place, but we're already in the era of enticing.
That's right.
Bro, you said Tyson, you gotta think about it. with your credit card now. You can pay
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's part of Tyson. You can do it so easy now.
Right.
It's more than Tyson now. And now it convenient. So now you be like, hey, here we go. Take it. It is how it is though. So
You know,
right.
Hosea 4:6 coming, man. Like goes what our people destroy for lack of knowledge.
Yep.
Because, you know, Jake in his mind, he really think he can finesse y'all by me out shaka. You know, it's been questions like, well, what if I take it out? If they get the Quran and call themselves taking it out, like that exempts them.
Well, look at this. If you gotta look at if your woman commit adultery, you know what I'm saying? Once he go in, he in there.
He in there.
Ain't no reversing that adultery.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause she take it out when you come. Yeah, she in your car come and take it out. Like, no, you done already committed the act. It's done.
It stay within Jeremiah. That land polluted.
Yeah, you know it.
So like saying they use the rubber.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They ain't do it raw. Like, you know, he still went in. Yeah, scripture, bro.
Yeah, real quick. This is Romans 8:29. It said, "For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the
Lord
first."
will, that's us, man.
Yeah.
All the Baratazar, man. Cause bro, we didn't come this far for goddamn nothing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if we a little sleep, it's time to goddamn wake up and do what's required, man. And it's more than videos and things of that nature. It's about your spiritual conduct and effort. But goddamn, doing a video, and those are brownie points. Because
No, go ahead, bro.
because at the end of the day, man, you want your house shot to continue to mediate for you and your family. So if you love you and your family, you're gonna do what's required.
But in the video, also, just to add, it's showing your mindset. It's showing what your mindset is. Because is it part of our religion to do videos? Is that like our religion? No, it's a manifestation of your mindset.
Yeah.
And we only have one time to do this.
Right.
We only have one time to. Don't you know we're reading about us in the scripture? When they loved not their lives to the death, who's they reading about? And they stood so stiffly for the name.
Right.
Who was that? Who are we reading about?
Right.
Ezekiel 37. The sight news came upon the flesh of the dry bones. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So don't you want to fully manifest who you are in this book?
Right.
Magnify your office.
Magnify your office?
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was 10 years old, I didn't know what I was reading when I was reading Revelation about a city burning and now I know.
Mm-hmm.
So now
The thing of the MOTB.
Yeah.
We all grew up. You know, you remember them little church cartoons that have everybody with a 666 on their head.
we didn't know what it was.
But now we know, like
Now
we know the reality of it.
and we're reading about us.
Yep.
So do you believe? Like, isn't there like a Jackson State logo slogan?
Yeah.
I believe.
Dion.
But I hear like people in the battle rap world like, do you believe?
Yeah.
So if you really believe, you're reading about you in the scriptures.
Hey, another one of the slogans is you know, you pass through the campus, it says welcome to thee. Well, thee mean you.
Yeah.
You know, Jackson means son of Jacob.
Woo!
The name Jackson.
It does.
You know.
Hey, but Jackson is like the #1 population for who?
Jake.
Jake, man. Hey, Elliot, I should go crazy over this, man. But the point is, if you believe that it's you are reading about, why wouldn't you go hard? Ooh.
And then as prophets, you prophesy.
You probably right.
Mechanics work on cars all day.
That's right.
Your profession.
Your profession.
Yeah, I need to be able to this morning. You know, Denzel. Like y'all seen Training Day, right? We said you wanna go home, you wanna go to jail. Do we wanna go home or do we basically wanna die?
Yeah.
So you go home, you wanna go home, the reason you wanna go home, man, the Lord gave this knowledge and understanding of him, and all he wants to do what? Push his truth. He wants us to do his will for him. So we're gonna do whatever it takes to like the brother always said, get the spiritual branding points to be part of the elect. So we're gonna do that. We want to go home.
Yeah, man.
We want to go home. So we want to do. We need to do whatever it takes to go home. Be part of his elect.
And like when your dad came home, you wanted to make sure that he saw that the room was squeaky clean.
Yeah.
He could. And if you ever been under a male, if you was the apprentice working under a man, a lot of Jays got that perfection of the spirit.
You overdid it.
Yeah, you overdid it,
that shit.
because he not satisfied. until it's a certain standard.
That's right.
So you don't want to have your work and your house side get here was like, you know what I mean? In the back of your mind, it's like, damn, I knew I was kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be copper.
Right.
I don't want to be brand
Wood.
wood.
Yeah.
I want to be gold.
Hell yeah.
I want to be gold. You know,
Right.
not just doing videos, reading, coming together, doing. I want to be gold, man.
Yeah, bro.
And ultimately,
It's hard.
yeah, Zahab. That's my Hebrew name is gold. But ultimately, I want to stand stiffly for Yahushua in the hour of my temptation.
You want to get that job well done.
I want to get the job well done, man.
Because it really is to the point to where our daily life should pour over into the videos, and the videos should pour over to our daily life, man. Because this is who we are. It's no more just going through the motions, no more just mimicking what we're seeing. It's expressing who we are on camera, what we're becoming on camera. And what we're saying on camera, it translates to our real life, man.
That's right.
And if you don't have that spirit, so you still saying something?
I was just gonna give an account while we shot real quick.
Yeah.
Man, when I was about 7 or 8, I used to stay over there across from Harding Middle School, Provine, over there, Hughes Field. And it was this Jake. And I was just getting into football. I used to be in my grandma's house and watch across the street. And Jake would be out there by himself, just practicing kick returns. Wasn't no ball or nothing. But he'd act like he was catching a ball, and then he'd just do a bunch of kick returns back to back to back.
Visualizing.
Yeah. And then come Friday night, because we used to be able to watch the game from the gate. Then they kicked the ball to him. I said, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like nobody's seen, because you gotta think it's a whole city doing what they doing, but he was out there by himself. I'm talking about for hours, just practicing kick return. So when it came Friday night, the crowd going crazy, but nobody knows the work he was putting in by himself.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's right.
like the crowd see the videos. You know, when you go live, that's the stands packed. Like right now, stands packed. But when the cameras go off, what are we doing?
They don't see the reading,
Nah.
the looking up words.
Nah.
The several times you had to start over.
Yeah.
You sleepy. You know what I'm saying?
But but what are we doing? We bringing down the walls of Jericho.
That's right.
Because sometimes you get so caught up in the order, and you'll forget why there's an order. Baal and the dragon.
Yeah.
We're bringing down a system. We're bringing down a beast system. This is an army versus their army, but it's a tech war. Cause you remember we used to watch Power Rangers, like on the 20th rendition of it, it was like Power Rangers in space. This is a satellite war. This is the war of signals. So he's had his war attack with his media, but now we're counterattacking his media. Kevin Samuels, Charleston White, Dr. Umar, and all these big faces you see, they've all been fed from us. Tommy Sotomayor, most of those guys, they came from the spirit. All right? So this is a war. It's a tech war. It's a digital war. So the day you don't do a video, that's the day you didn't shoot nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's bigger than like you're in the trenches, but you don't understand the grand scheme of this thing, man.
And each brother is a very big part. You know, you're an integral part to this war, man. You know,
Because you gotta Ahmed in the Roman Empire, right? Because he was of the Ottoman Empire. And he was scaling the Roman wall. Don't you know we're spiritually shooting cannons at the Roman wall?
Yeah.
One brother might actually light the wick that goes into the cannon, but another brother might be next to that cannon, might be making sure it aims straight. So it might be 3, 4, 5, 6 different brothers by one weapon. You see?
One ready to reload it.
One ready to reload, one ready to say cannonball. You know what I mean?
And
So
when them cannons went fire, he was pissed.
yep.
When them cannons stopped firing, he didn't want to hear them excuses that them guys had for them cannons not firing. He said, old boy, when we were watching it, and cannons went down and cracked. And then he told him, give me 2 days. He said, you got 1. Then walked off, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how Yahushua is, man. Like, he Trying to hear all this shit, get them cannons firing.
Because whatever, I'm sorry,
No, you got it.
whatever distracting you, that was your little goodie bag. That was your little, what do you call it, little meal on demand for soldiers? MRA? Yeah, that's your little MRA. Your woman, your job, you're not supposed to get complacent with that.
Nah.
That's to keep energy in your body so you can go back to your cannon. All right, you got it, bro.
This 2 Corinthians 10:4 in the GMT. The weapons we use in our fight are not the world's weapons, but Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's powerful weapons, which we use to destroy strongholds. We destroy false arguments. We pull down every proud obstacle.
Wait a minute, Esau is a so-called white man. Yahweh is a so-called white man.
Black culture.
Black culture, all right, feminism. These are false arguments.
Yeah.
These are false arguments.
Democracy, Christianity.
Don't you understand? This is a propaganda war. We're challenging that propaganda. Nobody else ever said this man was not a so-called white man. Nobody else ever said that we were African Americans. On a global platform, nobody ever challenged the small hands narrative of existence. Don't you understand? We're the first people to challenge the small hands narrative of existence beyond Islam.
Yeah.
This is a propaganda war.
As a point also for warfare in the Greek, it goes into the duties of the apostles.
Sent forth.
Yeah.
Like you said, we no longer running with his narrative now.
Right.
Once upon a time, Esau, he just get over the masses by just saying something, and nobody challenged his authority.
Right.
And now we're doing it through the spirit now.
That's why he want to take down TikTok. Because it's challenge every time something makes the news, it's a TikToker breaking it down.
Yeah, and it's not you personality niggas. It's the prophets,
That's
man.
it.
Yeah.
It's the prophets
Yeah.
causing this havoc,
Yeah.
man. At the end of the day, they want YouTube. They want all this shit off, man.
Got the boy on the back foot,
Yeah.
you know.
What's that boy? The Rothschild. What he say? The worst thing they did.
With the
Oh,
internet.
Rockefeller was Salakia Rockefeller was the creation of the internet, man.
This is a weapon, man.
Right.
The fact that you, as an individual, could get out work and upload a video and send it to, come on, man.
In their kingdom.
Because this
Right.
is the same, because remember, there was no answer for the enchantments that was going on against our people, man. You know, going back to the black exploitation era, really from the feminist movement, but from the crack era to the black exploitation era, there was no defense for our people against these enchantments, man. So now that you have YouTube and the prophets have invaded the airways through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're gaining ground. Every time an Israelite is converted, it's like conquering land. When you conquer the mind of an Israelite that was enchanted, okay, by the enchantments of Esau Edom, that's like conquering territory in the war, man.
And what's that scripture when it talks about in the spiritual realm how it's a rejoice?
Yep.
Yeah, the angels rejoice.
When one spirit is converted.
Yeah.
You know?
Because one Israelite man gonna be 1,000.
That's right.
Yeah.
So really, one Israelite man that convert, that's a future, 1,000. So
Yeah,
now
yeah.
that's a big win. When you convert an Israelite man, that's a big win. When we teach, we're pouring into Israelite men.
And teaching is spiritual power.
Yeah.
That is spiritual resurrection. When the Elder Gazak is teaching me or had taught me and I'm able to understand, that's a spiritual resurrection, man.
Because you zapped them out of that demonic state.
A dead state.
That dead state, that Frankenstein state,
Right.
that they clone Tyrone thing. You know,
Right.
you zapped them through the spirit.
And the Lord code, because he put the spirit upon Esau, he came up with the concept of YouTube. You probably thought it would be like for dance tutorials.
Yeah.
To do that goddamn Soldier Boy, crank that, you know what I'm saying? All these type of videos.
He was one of the first videos.
Yeah. But really, he used that for his own faith.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like we're reverse engineering that archetype.
Yep.
And that's how and when Obama was in office and America flew their drone to Afghanistan, but it had to go over Iran, and Iran landed that drone, and they reverse engineered. Now Iran got the best drone, system in the world. Even Russia get their drones from Iran, but it began with them intercepting that American drone, reverse engineered, and now they got the best drones in the world. Now, as this word goes out, it's intercepting niggas, pimps, hoes, and now they're the best people in the world.
Yeah, and we're going back to what the elder had mentioned earlier. Elder Zah mentioned earlier. He that dig of a pit shall fall therein. So by Esau Edom creating this internet, it was a form of him bringing about his own destruction. you know.
Yeah.
But going back to you know, what the spirit is pushing, that's why all of us have to be active, man.
Yeah.
Because you know, because what if this the year? None of us want to, you know, have that mind like, man, I ain't doing
I
nothing,
could have done more.
you know.
That's right.
Hey, can I get Psalms 19 when brothers get their precepts out?
Yeah, come. I'm gonna let these two brothers get theirs.
But you got a little bit more Z.
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, this is back in 2 Corinthians 10:4 in the GMT. The weapons we use in our fight are not the world's weapons, but Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua's powerful weapons.
It's the doctrine, man. It's the truth. And it has put a big dent in everything Esau has stood up for. You know, this is the reason why they're pushing for the so-called New World Order, man. Because he's actually going into Revelation 12:12. He knows he has a little time. Why? Because the prophets is here. Go ahead, bro.
You know, 2 Thessalonians 2, that goes how the wicked should be revealed.
Yeah.
Our Lord should consume him with what the spirit
Out of his mouth.
You know,
That's the
it's
prophets.
prophets. It says, which we use to destroy strongholds, we destroy false arguments, we pull down every proud obstacle.
And if I could say something, the stronghold is on Israel's minds, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, going back to what the priest Ayasha had said, you know, we reverse engineering, you know, this internet, because basically each Israelite that's converted, you done freed them from the matrix, man. And it's far more powerful than what we think, you know, because each Israelite, before they wake up to the truth, they're under a demonic spell, man. They have an enchantment on them, you know?
And Esau, I speak as a man, but I can't watch YouTube without them bringing out something about Lil Durk, King Von, some street culture stuff. It's at least one video, and it's like they always pushing that.
Yeah.
It's like they pushing the dark energy back at us. We push out Yahweh Shai, but they want to counter that with the street energy, man.
It's heavy in that algorithm.
Yeah.
Those type of videos you stated.
Yeah.
You know? But that's crazy, like with the King Bud videos, but they don't get their videos taken down for like crime videos or hate speech or something like that, you know. But we will. You know, so it says we pull down every proud obstacle that's raised against the knowledge of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. We take every thought captive and make it obey Yahweh Shai.
Reverse engineering.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yep. Lamont. Captain Lamont.
Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is the one who reads the words of this prophecy aloud.
But the spirit has to be with you to understand it. Yahushua literally has to sup with you. You know, and once he starts supping with you, you understand. Meaning what you have that spiritual enlightenment and you see from that point how you was in the congregation of the dead.
Right. And that goes back also into doing the videos, man. Because this is for everybody. Because aloud goes into for everyone to hear. And by doing video, we can't just see everybody in the world. So this video, the unicorn, this truth is going to reach everybody. And we speak in prophecy, so it's going out, man. And blessed are those who read, who hear, and obey these things written in it, because the time is near. And we're near the end, man. Okay? With Jacob's trouble is on the horizon, the Karagma, WW3, and the glorious return of Yahweh Shai. And that's what we're waiting on, man. So blessed are the brothers who diligently doing this work through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And blessed all those brothers and sisters who hear this word and receive it and turn away from wickedness and walk in the ways of righteousness, man.
So look, bro, this is what I realized. Fight the good fight of faith.
Right.
You know, and really what you're doing, you're fighting to stay woke. Because when you're getting rocked back to sleep, you don't even realize it. It's one thing to be in the truth per se, and it's another thing to be woke. Like your spirit is woke, like you active.
Yeah.
You know, because you can get lackadaisical. It's a temptation. Don't feel too bad. It's a temptation.
Yeah, it happens to all of it.
Yeah, we fall into sinkholes that we didn't see coming, man.
Yeah, because when you think about us being active as far as us doing videos, it's to keep the word on your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but you know, when you ain't active, you know, what are you doing?
Because your mind is going with the algorithm of the matrix. It's going with the pattern of the matrix. So the only thing that stops that flow is Yahweh Shai. So the moment you immerse your mind into the word, now you're going counterclockwise to the matrix, man. You know, so your mind is already wicked. Esau has your mind down to the science. The only thing that interrupts the program is Yahweh Shai. So we have to make Yahweh Shai our reality, man. You know?
And like the brother had brought up too, the big point, on reading, the spirit been pushing reading, that's the one-on-one with Yahweh Shai, we gotta continue to read too.
Yeah.
And that's gonna keep brothers being productive.
Yeah.
Because it's only spirit.
That's right.
That's the most potent form of Yahweh Shai.
You dating them, man.
I got a quick definition real quick. Going to everybody talks about frequency. So when you go into frequency, it says this is the Elmo line from the 1640s. It says fact of occurring often. It says rate of recurrence, especially of a vibration. So what you frequently do becomes your frequency, and it puts you on a certain vibration, man.
Yeah.
So we want to be on the frequency of Yahweh Shai. Like the apostle, and going back into it, it shields us from, because it keeps us so occupied that we out the loop of the enchantments, and when we cleave to, because Elder Bayah was going to it, these demons, they fear Yahweh Shai. So if we always around Yahweh Shai, these demons really don't have access to it. Job, the Most High had to disarm Job for Satan to get to it. But Job, just going by his day to day, the Lord didn't pretty much disarm their hedge around Job. Satan couldn't get to him because Job was always in the spirit.
And pray to the Most High. If something is not supposed to be in your life, to get rid of it. Pray like it. Look, if XYZ is not supposed to be in my life, take it from me. Because I came into this truth because of you. I'm here on this earth because of you. If thy right hand offend thee, cut it off.
This is our purpose. Our rocks
This is our purpose. Brothers had any more precepts?
Yeah, I have one.
No, so you get your precept, then you get your precept, we'll get our last round.
You can, bro.
Two.
No, it don't matter, bro. You
You
can,
can.
yeah.
I want to read down the second one though.
Okay.
This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is lively and powerful. It is sharper than a two-edged sword, cutting between the soul and spirit.
You said the word of the Most High is lively and powerful. Lively. If you're spiritually dead, it can give you life. Understanding requires what? That spiritual resurrection.
It is sharper than a two-edged sword, cutting between souls.
What does that mean? Meaning, if I get on to L to Z one day, well, hell, I may get cut myself.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So basically, as you correcting others, you got to make sure yourself is on point. But it starts with yourself.
And the correction is healing.
Yeah.
Because correction, your flesh be all shaken up, but it actually getting healed.
Mm-hmm.
You send them bitters down your throat, man. Those bitters down your soul. It's like shit.
Yeah. Toxin coming out.
Them toxins coming out.
Demons coming out.
Them demons coming out, man. So now it's like, oh, my head is clear now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was on point, but I wasn't on point. But now I'm on point because rebuke is like fire.
That brother just saved my life.
Yeah, that brother just saved my life, man.
That's how your immune system is.
Yeah.
When you get like cut or something, the white blood cells like, oh shit, we gotta go over here and fix this. This is a problem. We didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
But now they know it's there. The body starts to heal.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have something called inflammation. Go back to flame. Flames, fire. So inflammation is your body going to war against a toxin in your body. Same thing with a fever. Fever is hot. That's your body heating up.
Mm-hmm.
To sweat out toxins or whatever it may have you. I don't know that much about it, but I know that.
Right, to kill the infection.
To kill the infection.
Mm-hmm.
So as you evolve, you learn not to be so scared of rebukes and so scared of certain things because it's a cleansing agent. Yeah, and then when it happens, it's like, oh, my head is clear. Damn, where I've been at all this time.
So like the body healing itself.
Yeah. The body healing itself, man.
Cause really, you don't supposed to kill the fever.
You're not
You're
supposed
supposed to
to.
let it play out.
Yep.
What Esau does with his so-called meds.
You
break
get
the fever,
Tylenol,
try to break it.
Advil.
You know?
And all that.
Yeah. Because really, it's purging you, at the end of the day, man. So how much more in the spirit when we get corrected,
Yep. Well,
between the joints and marrow, it exposes our innermost thoughts and desires.
He said exposes. Yeah, so the spirit addressed everything, man.
That's right.
And that's why, you know, going back to what the beloved Apostle R said, what is it like? Almost 3 weeks ago now. 3 weeks, you know, dealing with you know, our videos, and the whole body was getting addressed. But then by that part getting attacked, it exposed other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because really, it's just all about, you know, building us all up, man.
And you know, I just thought about something. If you could FaceTime your boo out every day, most Jakes FaceTime their boo at least once a day. You can pick up this phone and put your face on live, like you go 5, 10, you know what I mean?
15 minutes.
But it's about where your heart is at.
That's it, man.
It's a ripple effect, you know. And then like, because when you go into the scriptures, it say expose your desires, you know. So as you go into the scriptures, you see, you know, Yahweh Shah taught daily there was a desire. Susanna was willing to die, you know, rather than to betray her husband. That was her desire, you know. So as the scriptures go into us being diligent, because diligent just show where your desire is, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, that Jake, you know, they was doing, I thought he was crazy at first. Then it didn't make sense till I seen the game. You know, that's like one of the things that made me fall in love with the game. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the scriptures show where your desires are. Even like Jake on TikTok scoffing, they're scoffing because the word done exposed something in them that they hate the scripture.
Yeah.
You know, so the word is exposing people in the world, the elites, brothers that ain't right. Like the scripture's gonna go through everything. Like the scripture say how Jerusalem, he goes through Jerusalem with camels.
Yeah.
You know, he gonna,
Yeah, with just the lamb back, you said that what that Jay was doing, it didn't make sense to the game.
Yeah.
And just like what we doing, it's not gonna fully make sense until the society or that. That's when it's gonna fully like, whoa.
Till it rains.
Yeah.
Like Noah.
Do you know how many people know who we are, like at the grocery store? And they don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Because we don't even realize like the impact of what we're doing because we're doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Jordan knew the impact of what he was doing. He was playing.
Yeah.
It wasn't until he retired, look back at some of the videos.
Yeah.
But it's people who spot us like, I be seeing you.
But you made a point a while back though, Zaquan, that had hit me. Because I think we were talking about how like Mississippi don't have like a major league team, so to speak, like, you know, NBA, NFL.
Yeah.
But I had said that to you, I think. But then you were like, but Mississippi got the profits. You know what I'm saying? So this really, what we doing is gonna blow up in everybody's face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When the Lord says it's time.
If I can just add to it, and it's true, just going back to what you were saying, it's cerebral. You know, everything starts off in the mind. The kingdom of heaven really started off with an idea.
Yep.
You know, this is an idea that we have that we believe in the spirit. You know, and then we have to look at our pages like that fig tree. Remember when Yahushua wanted the figs, and then the tree didn't bear no figs, what did he do? You know, he destroyed the fig tree.
Right.
You know, and then for us that's not doing the work, you don't want him to basically destroy you, removing you from this truth.
Well, in our law, if you got a son that's a glutton and a wine bibber,
What you gotta do?
you gotta stone him. He's not productive. What you say, bro?
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
And if I can add,
Baby boy.
because going back to that Jake, because if y'all could have seen him, you would have swore there was a whole field of players like the way he was cutting. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm young, because you know your imagination be. So I'm looking at it, and it's like it's real players out there. Like I'm questioning, you know, is it real people? Like how is he? Well, he was cutting this shit like that, but it was real in here.
Yeah.
Like he was out there by himself, but in his mind, he was in the game.
But then it manifested that Friday night. Yep.
So pretty much, he was a visionary.
Yeah.
You know? That's how we got to be through the spirit. Before the prophets were called prophets, what were they called?
Seers.
This is Matthew chapter 6, starting at verse 21. For where your treasure is, there your heart be also.
I love that scripture, man. Hey, so if you worldly, all you gonna think about is the world. The women, the cars, the money, the partying, you know, the drinking, the smoking, or whatever, you know. But if you are of the spirit, that's all you're gonna think of. Shooting the videos, fellowshipping, reading, looking up words, studying, praying, fasting. That's how it works. You only have really two worlds.
Yeah.
You got the world of Satan and you have the world of Yahweh.
Straight facts.
That's it.
I'm mocking. Go ahead, Halak.
The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body should be full of light.
And that's another thing the scripture exposed. Because scripture said a man's gait, his attire, his excessive leather,
Oh, yes, right.
shows the type of man he is.
Yeah.
So you could give a narrative as to who you are, but your actions show where your heart is.
Right.
You
So
know?
if I'm measuring a prophet by his YouTube page and by his TikTok page, I'm gonna say this nigga's of the world.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you have to pick up your phone and pick up that TikTok video.
The same phone you can do videos on.
It's energy at the end. Now say it's energy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You put more of your energy into some worldly shit.
And hey, look, when you're in this truth, you're not gonna be as appealing. That's just the nature of it.
Yeah.
And look, brothers have made the adjustments and all that, for whatever. But when you're in this truth, man, you're not gonna have that fan base. It is what it is. It's part of the sacrifice.
That's right.
It feels good when you to the flesh when people come at you a certain way and you got that charisma about you and stuff. But Yahweh Shai came on a donkey. Oh, I'm sorry, I can ask. Same thing.
You're right.
It's a reason. He didn't come as King Solomon. King Solomon was there, so he was dripped out.
Yeah.
But King Solomon went off.
Yeah.
But in order for Yahweh Shai to please the Most High and do it right, he had to humble down.
It was about the inward man.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember how people try to crown him as king?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where you dispersed from.
Yeah.
Because he knew what that, because he failed as king twice. King Adam, King
Yeah,
Solomon.
that's right.
So now you have the Heavenly Father. Now you gotta get it right in captivity. You gotta be obedient in captivity. Because when I gave you the kingdom, you failed. So now you gotta work your way from the bottom up. Show me you really want this. Because if you born a king, you don't have to go through the trenches to get it. You see, but now that we born in captivity as Yahweh Shai, now we got to show that we want it. And that goes into putting off, as the elder brother talking about, man. You got to put off the flesh, put off the desire to be that guy. Just the fact that you can put out that desire to be that guy for gaining this world, to being dead to this world, because we're dead to the praise of niggas. We can never get the praise of niggas doing this. We gotta accept that. We can never be appealing to the nigga woman doing this. We gotta accept that. So really, like, if you still so active on TikTok or whatever, there's something there you still want the praise of the world, man.
Yeah, basically, they mind still in captivity.
They've never been liberated.
They haven't been liberated. Yep.
That's a precept. Go ahead, Captain. Okay, hold on.
But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body should be full of darkness.
If your mind is evil, basically it's full of darkness. So if you're engulfed in the world, then you're actually evil, man.
I would say it's like
No, go ahead, bro.
I was thinking about that. I meant to shoot you for a list. The world undefeated. Like, who dabbled in the world and going back to Adam, King Solomon.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
What's the guy that left Paul because he loved this current
Demas.
Demas.
Yeah.
Demas.
We gotta look his name up, bro.
Yeah.
The world undefeated.
Hey, Demas had that.
You can't run around in the world and think it's like Jake to try to beat the dope game. He's undefeated. You gonna die or you gonna go to prison.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine Apostle Paul taking demons with him
Yeah.
to different cities to condemn everybody?
Oh boy.
And demons like,
Everybody looking at this.
hell yeah.
But look how he felt. He said Demas has forsaken me, man.
Them boy got lost in the sauce, man.
Y'all looked it up. It's Colossians 4:14.
Colossians 4:14.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. So that's why not being in the world, doing these lessons, making this our life, it keeps us from the world because the world is undefeated, man. Look at Jake in the industry, man. No Jake is unscathed that went to that industry, man.
And they all thought they was going to outsmart. Yeah.
Chappelle, we thought
Yeah.
he got integrity.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
He went back like you can't. It ain't no angle that you can take the world undefeated, man. You know, and the only one that defeated the world was who? Yahweh Shah. So we have to follow the blueprint of Yahweh Shah. Other than that, ain't no defeating this world outside of Yahweh Shah. You know?
And brother, I'm saying you can't beat Vegas.
Nah.
You can't beat Vegas.
Nah.
You can't defeat the world from being within the world.
Nah.
Nobody has ever defeated the world from being within the world.
Nah.
No rapper ever said, I'm gonna go in the industry, I'm gonna play the game, and I'm gonna come out rapping the real rap.
Nah.
They all failed.
They're gonna wind up
One
with
hit
sacrifice.
Yeah.
One hit wonders, or they get deleted.
Yep.
I got that Demas chief Kevin Body.
Go ahead, bro.
You need to play the Strongs.
What's that in Greek?
Come.
Man, read the precept, Bible shop. Then you get that definition.
It's Colossians chapter 4 and verse 14. It says, Luke, the beloved physician, and Demas greet you. All right, and what that goes into, Demas, under outline of biblical usage.
One of the scripture will say, he
He left
forsaken.
it.
Strong's
Yeah,
G
it's
12:14. Demas. Demas.
All right, it says, governor of the people, a companion of Paul who deserted the apostle when he was a prisoner at Rome and returned to Thessalonica.
It says governor of the people. You know, worldly. You know?
And that's heavy you said that because when you go a little further, you got belonging to Ceres, and that's like the goddess of grain and agriculture, which goes into a waxy fleshly covering at the base of the upper beak in some birds.
Fleshly.
Yeah, that's what stood out. So he was worldly, man. He was fucking worldly.
Because agriculture now, you know, it's just because you go back then, agriculture was wealth at that time, which is the wealth now, but you have the delusion of wealth, which is money. You know? So now,
2 Timothy 14.
going back, because it's not the actual money that our people are addicted to, it's a lifestyle that our people are addicted to.
Yeah.
That's why you have people like in Hollywood, they'll be broke, but they still live these lifestyles.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't even be the money that Jake in love with, it be the lifestyle that money open them up to.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You know, that's why you have Jake living check to check in Hollywood, living a certain lifestyle.
Ain't that so?
Hey, priest, well, what about Yahweh Shah? With the young man? The young man said, I did this, I did this, I keep this law. So Yahweh Shah said, you know what? Hey, that's good, but forsake everything and follow me. He was like, man, hell.
So he walked away sorrowful.
Get all this
A
up.
couple of weeks he said, where your money is, that's where your heart is.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your spirit is.
Yeah,
And what you put your all into, that frequency.
yeah,
That's what you're gonna be.
that's right.
And right here for GotQuestions.org goes into who was Demas in the Bible. Just get to the point. It says the Greek verb used in the original implies that Demas had not merely left Paul, but had left him in the lurch. That is, Demas had abandoned Paul in the time of need. The apostle was in prison, facing a death sentence. And that's when Demas chose to set sail. Undoubtedly, undoubtedly, Paul was deeply let down by Demas. It's never easy to see a friend and associate in whom you place your trust forsake you in the midst of hardship.
Yeah, and that show you like, and that's why Jacob's trouble is needed, because it's gonna purge around, it's gonna purge away everything and everybody around us that ain't right now. You know, that because that means demons been on the lead. It was
Yeah.
just the perfect time when Paul got jammed up.
And remember, 2 Timothy 4:10 said he loved the world.
Yeah,
So all he needed was a fucking excuse.
yeah.
Damn, Z and Alexander gonna get out tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to the crib.
Back you up.
Yeah.
It said the separation caused by Demas' desertion of Paul was not merely spatial, but spiritual. Demas left Rome because he fell in love with the world. In other words, Demas chose the corrupt value system of the unsaved world over what heaven values.
See, he believed in what he saw.
They're wrong.
Yeah.
And Rome was a mug.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
want to have fun.
Yeah. Wrong.
mean,
lit, man. And it's the same. And Yahweh Shah was in the same circumstances we was in, man. You know, he was in Rome. Okay, sports was popular. Okay, having mansions and status and clout. They even had social media. You know, because they will post certain things on in the public square. You know, different readings. You can go to the public square and see different readings. Just like you can go to the Facebook community and see different threads. Okay, so all these things that we go through now, it's just digital now. But
Right.
Yahweh Shah went through.
And Apostle Paul basically, hey, you see, we know he was a spiritual advocate of Yahushua because we see all his works in the New Testament. But at the same time frame, he watched sports. You know, he knew about boxing, he knew about the race and things of that nature, but he wasn't engulfed in that, man.
then the Hebrew man was knowledgeable a lot of things anyway.
But yeah,
So going back to Daniel and
around it, man.
yeah.
And then Jake came from all demographics of life back in ancient Rome. Because Apostle Paul, he would have been upper middle class. You know, his family had land in Rome. That's why he was able to be practice a Pharisee, even though he was a Roman citizen. Because if you had your own land, you can practice your religion in Rome. Okay, and then you had what? You had zealots that follow Yahweh Shai. So you had upper middle class from zealots. So that's why there's no excuse in this thing, man. You know, ain't nobody too important. Like we went into Daniel. Nobody had more worldly responsibility than Daniel. So when you go into the Bible, it condemns any excuse that we can think of, man. You know, because our forefathers done did it, man. You know? Yeah, bro.
Finish this off, just one more verse. I'm gonna finish this verse off and that either verse. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, now how great is that darkness?
Hey, demons had a twinkle in his eye for Rome. You know? See the fact that he deserted, you know, the Apostle Paul, that means it was always there. So he just waited for the perfect moment to go back to what he truly desired, man. You know? And hey, we in a situation now where there's people around us, they just waiting for that moment, man, to do what they really want to do. Like, hey, it's people around us that they mind already made up, they gonna get their seat here.
Right.
They mind already made. They just waiting for opportunity.
Especially when that's them smart cities get erected.
Oh yeah.
Let's have to work on that, yeah.
Yeah, and then if y'all do let us know, man, y'all can bring us some bread or something.
Yeah.
God damn.
We're gonna use the hell out of this
Water
world.
shit, man.
You got
Mhm.
it, bro.
Verse 21, last verse. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Going back to what, if I could just add real quick, going back to what Shaquat was saying, Elder Shaquat, because it's too much energy.
Yep.
Because eventually you're going to burn out.
Yeah, because it's two conflicting interests. What Yahweh Shai wants to bring to the world conflicts with what Esau got going on. You know? So there's no way you can serve the interests of Esau, Edom, and serve the interests of Yahweh Shai. Because it's going to be a conflict of interest, man. That's why, you know, we use this world, okay? But even us in this world, we use it to for Yahweh Shai. You know? So it come to a point to where our loyalty, all our loyalty is gonna be tested, man, to who we really with. You see? And this is why the spirit now is putting pressure on making this more and more our life, man. Us decreasing and Yahweh Shai increasing, man. You got it.
When you think about it, Yahweh Shemashah, he's a jealous power. So it's like we putting our vibration as a woman into another man, we know these different philosophies and things of that sort.
Yeah.
So if your woman does that, you're gonna feel some type of way too in the spirit.
If your woman bring her work home,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's all bad enough she gotta go to work, but then she bring the work home.
Right.
And then she got male friends.
Yeah.
Work hubby.
Yeah. Come on, man. Or she bring, they always having like parties and
Yeah.
all these different events pertaining to the home.
And you ain't invited.
You ain't invited.
You getting dressed and shit, then you about ready to go.
No, baby, it's just
Yeah,
for
that
us.
type of,
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Pookie coming with me.
Yeah, you got to that bit. I guess I'll see you next lifetime.
Yeah. About to do, huh? Who got the final scriptures?
I got the last one. Last one.
This is last sentence.
Alright.
He cannot serve.
Oh, y'all can't have the last scripture.
He cannot serve the Most High Amendment.
And that's what's being exposed right now.
And what's mammon? That's money, riches. You know, money and riches, man.
Hey, it's okay to drive a regular car.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in Storyville right now. Let's be content. Soldiers ain't supposed to be dainty.
What's that word you use a lot? Minimalist.
We're minimalists and frugalists, if I'm saying it correctly.
That's the height of stoicism right there.
Was it minimalism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That's the height of stoicism.
Spartans on it.
Yeah.
Even the one that was wealthy,
Yeah.
they still practice minimalism.
Yeah, man. Less is more. Cause we gonna get the dainty stuff, the fatness in the kingdom. We gonna be him. Like I can say I'm him. We gonna be him in the kingdom.
Yeah. Don't seek to be the damn cool guys now. Going back to demons, governor of the people.
When half of America's on fire.
Popping.
Yeah, but you popping.
TikTok
What's
going.
that spirit of Jake though? The rappers and everything. Because if you look at like a lot of Esau, and these are just like ones you just for the most part they're not trying to be famous. That's only Jake that want to drive a Lamborghini. They want to have 100 gold chains and stuff like that. They push that on Yasharala.
That's part of Jake engineering. That's how Eve was engineered to be a feminist. Jake was engineered to be a consumer. You know, the nation of Israel was engineered to be a consumer. So by the time Jake gets money in his hand, he's already been programmed since he was a child what to do with the money. BET was programming you about what to do with the money. You know those commercials, everything, man. All right, brother.
I'm like,
Okay. So, brother, man.
Like just going to what y'all talking about earlier, like pretty much like the true and sincere prophets not gonna be valued amongst their own people, like, especially amongst their own cities and stuff like that. So this 1 John 3:1 said, "Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Therefore the world knows us not, because it knew him not."
Yep.
You know? So you think through the spirit, like the true and righteous prophets are likened to like the best known unknowns, or the most known unknowns.
Yeah.
You know?
It requires separation from this world, man.
Yep.
You know, I mean, because it's come to that. To get in, get out situation with your job, and with people around you, and then and the Lord, he been knocking people off around us, man. Like certainly your family, old friends. Like a lot of people you thought was around, they're not even around no more. The Lord trimming this thing to where really we just gonna be among our own.
right. And this is 2 Timothy 4:7. And the reason I brought this out though, man, comes like fighting. It's all about fighting. And everybody want to fight to the end, right? Nobody want to give up. Nobody want to get a job and you bullshit. You can't get the job, you start lagging in this, you start lagging in that, and we want to continue to fight. And that's all about. It's all about fighting though. 'Cause we all go do bullshit. Hell, it ain't bullshit though, but we go through situations. It's not a good situation, and it's not just for you. It's for everybody else. I'm just gonna bring it down. Though. The 2 Timothy 4. I'm reading NLT. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have remained faithful. This is one I'm gonna bring in verse 8. Now the
Can I
price.
say something, bro?
Go ahead, bro.
And that was just doing that incarnation.
Yeah.
He had to come back. He's here now fighting the same fight.
Yeah, do it again.
He got to do it again.
He fighting too.
Yeah, he's fighting. We're putting up numbers, man.
Yeah, he going harder than everybody.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy. My bad.
What you got, bro?
It's crazy because we see how Michael Jordan and Floyd and Mayweather, Michael Jordan, Kobe, and all of them diminished. But as he's getting older, he's getting stronger and stronger in the spirit. All the greats, you know what I'm saying? Tiger Woods, he's on the decline. Conor McGregor. But the apostles are constantly going straight to the moon, man.
Like I said, at the end of the day, those particular guys, those worldly guys you just mentioned, they chasing after that corner crown.
Yeah.
And that crowd came and went. Now they got big bear bellies.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
That damn little crowd I saw Michael Jordan.
Yeah, man. The bear belly, half of their fortune gone from a divorce.
Yellow eyes and
Yellow.
shit. Boy, fucking eyes like a caution light.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's this documentary with Aaron Rodgers, man. It's real quick, but it get to this point where he said, you know, he was playing football, he was doing everything he could to get to the league, to get the Super Bowl. And he said, and he got the Super Bowl, and he was like, now what? What am I do now? He done accomplished everything, so he was like at a dead stop, man.
Damn.
So, you know, it's like these worldly things that people shoot to obtain, when they finally reach it, they through. They don't have nothing else to do.
Cause they really, all you are is a prize entertainer. You entertain a man in his kingdom, another man in his kingdom. That's all Jordan was. He was just a prize entertainer. Going back to Rome, that's how they would gift the gladiator, the top gladiator. They would give them matches in the States. That's how they gifted their top gladiators in Rome.
And freedom.
Yeah, so-called freedom.
So-called freedom. You right.
So at the end of the day, these men, what they've done, did nothing, all right, to forward their people. That's why they feel empty. But you look at, we go into the accounts, okay, and you read about our forefathers, okay, like we were talking about the 7 brothers in the Maccabees. They didn't dunk no ball, but they gave us a legacy that we can benefit from today as far as faith, okay. You go into Eleazar, the elder that didn't want to eat the swine that got put to death. He couldn't come from the free throw line, okay? But he did something that left a legacy that we can benefit off today. So nothing that these niggas did outside of Yahushua forwarded us as a people, okay? And that's why all they have is the memories of their old highlights. But when they look out and see us as a people, nothing that they did benefited us, man.
Right.
Except everybody wear Jordans.
Yeah.
In their captivity.
And that benefit Phil Knight.
Yeah.
Right. White folk get paid off
all that, yeah.
Why scripture say time and chance happening to them all.
This is verse 8. It said, now the prize is waste from me. The crown of the righteousness, which Yahushua, the righteous judge, will give me on the day of his return.
Hey, priest, Elder, can I say this? Hey, look, yo, that's for us now. That's this time
It's
now.
this time right
That's
now.
this time right now, man.
There you go.
And the pride is not just for me, but it's for all who eagerly look forward.
You say eagerly.
Eagerly.
So working.
Right.
Well, so what should I say? Occupy till I come.
Yeah.
You know? And that's all of us, man. We could all step it up, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Because for brothers is doing 1 video a day, you know you could be doing at least 2. Or like a couple days of the week, you could do 2, 3 more. You know what I mean? Everybody
Sometimes you can double up.
You can double up, man.
Yeah.
You know? All right, hey. With that, you holy brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we would like to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone rule well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba,
Abba,
Shalom.
Shalom.
8-4.